What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to check out Dragon Age The Veilguard. Now, I've already seen quite a few videos of not being so pleased with what they did to Dragon Age. Now, from what I remember, Dragon Age was like a dark and gritty kind of game, kind of like Dragon's Dogma. But when I saw videos for this, it seems like not quite as dark. It seems to be much more like a game that kind of is like a little bit happier and whatnot. I'm sure there's still some dark and grittiness to the game here and there, but from the little bit I've seen from it, it seems like almost like they put Whimsy Shower from Diablo into the freaking game, just not quite as much. It's not like there's rainbows and fucking happy smiling clouds everywhere, but it just doesn't seem like it's got that same dark and gritty atmosphere anymore. And then what I was really disappointed in is some of the dialogue and whatnot. Now, maybe all the people online just made it look worse than it is. That's very easy to do. So that's why I am going to reserve all judgment until I've played the damn thing for a little bit. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start on the Steam Deck OLED and work our way up to the TV PCs and the other PCs with high-end graphics cards and whatnot. So basically starting out on like something that's about as powerful as a PS4, and we'll work our way up to a 4090 and 79 XTXs and stuff like that. So let's not waste any more time and let's go hop ourselves into the game.
Well, here's the settings we're gonna go with. Got it on the borderless window because that's what the Steam Deck tends to like. Although people have told me it's also just what Linux tends to like, but and we're going to just leave it on that. We're going to try FSR quality first. It was on ultimate performance and dynamic resolution scaling was also on by default. So if it sucks ass and can't stay at 30 FPS, well, I guess we'll have to turn that stuff back on and come back. But all this stuff was basically already like that. And alright, that's pretty much that. So let's go hop into the game and we'll go see how it does. Well, alright, here we are. Pretty much the beginning of the game where they're explaining what's what. So we'll watch a little bit of this, and if it goes on for more than like a minute, which it probably will, I'll just pause for a sec till we get like at least into the game. I don't know if it'll be like battles or walking around or nothing, but it'll at least be in-game graphics, not just, you know, this.
He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
Somebody's got to stop.
Nevgalis is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you. Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this. Barrack, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Alright. Looks like it's just barely staying at 30 FPS during this. I have a feeling it's probably not going to be very playable once we actually get to combat and moving around and whatnot. So they probably had it set up the way they had it set up because that's the only way to make it even remotely playable. Even though it's probably going to look like absolute garbage. Not like it looks the best right now, but once you see what it looks like, once we change the stuff, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, no, that thing you had it before, that didn't look so bad at all. But hey, you got to make sacrifices if you want to play on the Steam Deck, at least games like this. It's not exactly a powerhouse. Though it's still cool to have like the power of a PS4 in the palm of my hand, so I'm totally still all for it. I got mine to play like indie games and like old school games and like emulation kind of types of stuff, but
What did I have to worry about?
I figure I also have it, so why don't I test it for games that everybody will be interested in?
Yeah, Yeah.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find
But
their
yeah,
palace
as you
and
can see
stop
walking through this
Solus.
town, not very playable anymore. At least in my opinion. Some people might consider this still completely playable, but
You still
not
think
me.
you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Oh yes you did.
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
I think their crime is being alive. So they're going to remedy that. At least that's what it sure looks like. I don't know what the hell is going on here.
Especially if we...
It's not like I know this world's laws and borders or anything. But that's like an honest to God. It's not even a watchtower. It's like a watch alien spacecraft. That also happens to look like a beyond Victorian era freaking like style. That's weird.
ritual started.
But hey,
But if we hurry,
interesting.
we can still
Definitely can't
stop
say it's not an
Solus before
interesting
it
looking
finishes.
floating weird
Let's
thing.
go. Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza. Then Nev will get us to Solus.
Watch out!
Anyway, though, why don't we go ahead and put things back to actual default settings and see how that does. All right, real quick before we moved on, I'm going to change the settings. So I figured instead of having you stare at the Steam Deck screen, I might as well just screen record what we're going to do. Now HDR is on, so it looks a little weird, but anyway, these are literally the stock settings now. So let's go look at the graphics. Everything's still on low and all that good stuff. And alright, why don't we get back to the game? Well, alright, now we have the game literally back to its default settings. And definitely does not look very impressive now. I mean, we're getting playable frame rates, but even on this screen, it looks terrible.
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
But I mean, hey, if you want to get playable FPS, this is about what you got to do.
And when the veil comes down completely,
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Yep, well, off we go again.
It should get us to Harding.
Yeah, this definitely wouldn't be the way I would want to play, but hey, if this is all somebody has and and this is acceptable to you, and who knows, we might be able to get away with like
you're safe now.
not ultra performance. I'm halfway tempted, like after a couple minutes here, to turn it to like balanced, to see if we can make it look a little less shitty.
All right.
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
What about you two? Are you okay?
Never better.
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots of this. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear? Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point? The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori
Alright, are we finally going to get some combat? Alright, so...
Here they come.
Ouch. Okay, so that's how you died.
I think that's the last of them.
Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
Get it.
Alright.
No, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble in the forest.
Jeez.
Predatory cultists.
I hate these assholes.
Haha. Oh, they got me.
Fight these assholes every day in the Shadow Dragon.
Glad you kept up practice. Guess we're sliding down.
Allies of Ned Gallus! Kill them all!
Oh, what is this? RB to select. Okay. Oh, nope, that's not it. Huh. What am I doing wrong? Huh, yeah, I don't get it. I do not know what I'm supposed to do with that. You can't even use it. Oh, there we go. Maybe we just didn't have enough energy to use it or something. I don't know. At least we figured it out. Because that's going to be stupid if it's like, alright, well, you can't use moves in this game. It's like, okay, well, that's already a mark against.
Predatory! Take your revenge! Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Alright, though. I think that's probably good enough. So why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Dragon Age The Veilguard, and it seems like it's only playable, and just barely, if you do the absolute default setting. If you try to turn off dynamic resolution or up the FSR from ultra performance, it seems like it just isn't able to stay over 30 anymore everywhere. But at least it seemed to stay over 30 with the default settings. It might have looked like garbage doing it, but hey, the Steam Deck is not exactly a powerhouse, so I'm just happy we were able to get playable FPS. Half the time when the new game comes out, even if I do all the stuff I did here, we're looking at 19 to 20 FPS, you know? Because the game will be like so CPU bottleneck. Now, maybe later on in the game we'll get to areas where we're still dropping down to like 19 FPS or something. Again, we were just in the very beginning of the game. That's kind of what I do. I just start playing the game on the Steam Deck, and wherever we end up in the game is where we end up finishing on the TV PC. That's just kind of what I do. But in any case, if that looks good enough for you, then now you know you can go ahead and try it on the Steam Deck. And if not, well, at least now you know. So now you don't have to waste your time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.